What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the rabbit hole. Now, today we're taking a look at a very unique and extremely addictive fidget. Now, this is by Metal Toys DZ, and this is called Cyber Balls. And I think you're gonna really wanna stick around and take a good look at this one because this is about as unique and addictive as it gets. Let's go! All right, before we get into it, full disclosure, Meta EDC sent this over in exchange for a full unbiased review, and that is exactly what you're gonna get as always. They also created a discount code which you can use to get 10% off your entire purchase. Just use code RabbitHoleEDC at checkout, and I will also put the link down in the description. So, what does the Metal Toys DZ Cyber Ball come with? So, comes with this beautiful case, and this is a hard acrylic case. Very hard. Open that bad boy up. It's got a little bit of room in there. You can put that in there. So nice case that it comes with. Also comes with a bunch of stickers here. We'll throw those bad boys out of the way. A little tool to open the back to change the magnet if you so choose. And speaking of magnets, you get an extra magnet and screw along with that. So, oh, one more thing. And you also get a little tool, just in case you don't have a tool. It's got the little end piece right there, so you can loosen the screws or tighten the screws. So that's what it comes with. Now we are looking at the titanium and blue version. And this also comes in a stainless steel and copper variant, which you probably saw in the promo video that we just showed you. Now, the price is anywhere from $169 to $199, depending on what material you go with. All right, in terms of design, let's have a close-up look at this. This is one of the most unique, as I mentioned earlier, fidgets I have ever touched. This is so bizarre that you think like, I don't even know what the heck to do with this thing. But as you start to play with it, it's mind-boggling. It really is. It's like crazy that someone actually came up with this. But basically, there's 5 spots in here where you can move the magnets, right? So there's 1, 2, 3 on that ball. So if I take out one ball, just for demonstration purposes here, 1, 2, 3, right? So I have 3 spots for magnets in there, but there's actually 2 spots in between those 3 magnets. So you can move the magnets around if you don't like the stock setup, okay? So you can move that around, and then there's also one here in the cup, which we'll get into in just a little bit. Now, taking a look at the outer design, everything is titanium. It's got a blue anodization to it, which looks fantastic. Let's get up close on those balls, those little sad faces. Beautiful design. The back here has some slotting, gives you that little cyber kind of feel to it. I guess that's kind of why they call it the cyber balls. I don't know. But the whole design itself kind of looks like a little banana boat and a couple of balls there. And you know, it's like the weirdest thing you've ever seen. It's not your typical fidget. That is for dang sure. But that is the overall design on it. Now let's take a look at play, right? This is one of the weirdest things I've had the pleasure of trying here. So I will say it like this, right? So as you're holding it in your hand like this, it feels good in the hand. It really does. It feels great. Like, so you can grip it. But what I will say is that anybody that has arthritis and they have a hard time gripping things like this, it might be a little bit difficult for you. So just keep that in mind. Now, your overall play is moving these balls back and forth. Let me see if I can just zoom out here a little bit for you. There you go. All right, so moving these balls back and forth is the general gameplay, right? And I've been using this for a couple of weeks now. Anytime I review something, I always use it for a couple of weeks. I try to get familiarized with it as much as I can before the review so I can give you an honest opinion on it. So this is what you're gonna typically do as your like basic move, moving a ball back and forth. And I gotta say, I absolutely love this. It's got a spring feel to it. Like it goes into the magnet and then it springs back. You want to hear it? Now you could put both balls next to each other and it sounds a little different. And this isn't just a fidget, right? I see it as more of a skill toy. So there's a lot of little different things that can happen here. So I got the ball in the cup, right? If I spin this out, it jumps backwards. You see that? In the cup, spin it, and it jumps backwards into the, oop, my bad. And that's another thing. So if you're not in the skill toys and you're not into dropping, you know, your fidgets, this probably is not going to be the one for you, because this does take some getting used to. And I got to say, on camera, I'm in a slightly awkward position, so it's way more difficult to showcase the skill in itself. But if I can, let me see if I can do that again. So if it's in the cup and you're pushing outwards, the magnet is going to come towards the banana boat section right here, and it's going to skip out towards it most of the time. See that? So that's another move that you can do. And let's see here. You can also take both these balls, and if you press it just right, it's going to make this second ball bounce all the way back here and try to catch it with that little boat part, right? So let's see if I can do it on camera. Now this is pretty tough to do on camera in this particular angle. Oh, almost got it, almost got it. And you can push them back up nice and slow, so you can mess with that. And there's such a strong spring. Check that out. As I slowly do that, I go, absolutely love it. Fantastic feel. But as you're pressing it, and I'm just doing it slow so I'm demonstrating it. Awesome. Just that, oh, fantastic. So let's see if we can get it into the little boat section here. Yeah. Ah. I think that's kind of the fun of it too, is like it's not easy to do some of these moves. Ah. Very difficult in this particular angle, but I have a lot of fun trying it at least. And I think that's what keeps me interested in this particular fidget. I really, really like this. It's just fun to like sit around and like spring this back and forth. And when you don't do it just properly, the ball's gonna swing out on its side. Let's see. See that? And so you can spin the ball back and forth and just have a little bit of fun that way. Separate the two balls, go back and forth, bang. Yeah, really, really fun fidget. But this isn't the kind of fidget that you're gonna wanna take outdoors, because you're definitely gonna drop a ball or two, and you don't wanna lose these balls. I mean, that's basically the fidget itself, right? It's a magnetic boat. You got these two balls. Now, there is a magnet on the end of each ball here, which is coinciding with the magnets in the trays, the way you set them up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you can move it into 2 different slots, so you can change it up a little bit. But that's basically the setup of the cyber balls. Lots of fun here. Absolutely recommend this for anybody that likes fidget toys and skill toys. Keep that in mind. So if you like to challenge yourself and you like a cool looking fidget, totally recommend this. Now, I absolutely would not recommend this if you don't want to spend the time mastering it, right? Because it's not that simple to master the moves. Now, you can do the simple ones back and forth, no problem. You'll totally enjoy this fidget, and you get a lot of hours of enjoyment out of this. But if you really want to master it as a skill toy, or if you have arthritis, I don't know if I'd probably recommend this, or if you got some problems with your fingers or whatnot. I'm not quite sure I'd recommend this to those type of individuals, or if you like to fidget outdoors, right? But if you're primarily fidgeting indoors on the couch or whatnot, totally recommend it. So it all depends on your situation and what you like. But I think that's kind of like my overall pros and cons there. But in terms of final thoughts, although I don't think this is for everyone, I absolutely love this fidget myself. I'm absolutely keeping this for a long term, trying to learn new moves all the time. I enjoy fidgets that are completely different, out of the scope of your regular, like, you know, fidget coin or fidget slider. I just like individuals or companies that come up with unique and interesting designs, because you never know what the next great thing is. And, you know, this is, in my eyes, one of the better fidget skill toy combination fidgets out there. I absolutely love this fidget. Oh, it feels so good. That springy kind of feeling, right? And I didn't mention this, I should have mentioned this too, is that there's one more move here that I do a lot too. So I keep one in the cup, bring the ball back. You see how it automatically bounces back? So I just wanted to mention that real quick. I totally forgot to mention that. But yeah, that's my overall feedback, and I think it just looks badass overall. So, hey, all right, that's gonna wrap it up. That's gonna wrap up our look at the Cyber Balls. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love interacting with you guys. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.